back to another video. I am Shine Like a Diamond, and I hope you guys are doing well today. This is the first video for Merry Collabmas. So, welcome. Me and Mallory, aka Diamond Artworks, are both doing this little collab together. And we're both working on the tree right now. And then after that, I'm not sure. I will probably most likely be going to the, let's see if I can find the picture after the tree. I will be going to this gorgeous painting with the little kitty. Isn't it cute? I'm so excited. Anyways, so today what we are going to do is I'm going to be answering a set of questions that are some Christmas tag questions, and then I will be sending those over to Mallory, and she will be answering those same questions for you in the next video. So I hope that you guys enjoy this video, and this first one is a good way if you are new to either one of our channels to get to know us just a little bit better. Mallory has not had her channel going for very long, but in that short time, she's doing a wonderful job, and so I'm very happy to do this collab with her. So, that being said, let's go ahead and get started. First off, I want to say who I have accompanying me here today in my little painting. Now, granted, I don't need this many cover minders, but hey, it's kind of fun to have them, right? So first off, I have Baking Spirits Bright. This one is one of my favorites. I have it out most of the time lately. Then I have the traditional Christmas tree. Then I have the double mittens, which this is also one of my absolute favorites. I just think it's beautiful. I don't know why, I just think that one's absolutely beautiful. Then we have our reindeer. Let's see if you can, there we go. That's better. Reindeer. And then we have our Christmas No Drama Llama. Last but not least, I have my bucket here. This bucket is a cover minder, but it also holds my trash drills. So it's very nice, very convenient, and I pretty much always either have that one or my trash can, which is this one, and it has a little lid to go with it. And then my newest one is this bronze bucket, and it's a little bit different. So that is who I have working with me today. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Let me pull those questions up on my, tablet here. Sorry. I don't use this tablet very often. This is, you know, pretty much my daughter's tablet. Yeah, I use it once in a while, but this is pretty much hers. So, all right. So the first question is, what is your favorite holiday movie? Huh. Okay. Well, my favorite holiday movie is a probably like super simple. I don't know. It's not an old one. I know a lot of people get like White Christmas or one of those like old movies, but I love The Grinch. Like that's usually one of the first holiday movies that I watch. And I'm talking about The Grinch with Jim Carrey. I have that movie memorized like forwards and backwards. I love that movie. The first time I saw it was in the Garland Theater. Here in Spokane. The Garland Theater it used to be a $1 theater, and now it's like $5. But when I was a kid, it only cost like $1, and as a teen, it was like $1.50 or something. And so, my friend's family all was going, and they invited us, and we were like, yeah. So me, her family, and one other friend went, but it was so packed that we ended up sitting on the floor in between the seats, like where you put your feet, because we all wanted to sit together. And yeah, it was interesting because we were like really cramped, and I've never, besides that time, sat on the floor during a movie before. But that movie, it was just hilarious. Like I was dying during that movie. Like when he's like, holiday hooey woody. There's just so many lines that just I die. I die. Coming into a close second is the Santa Claus with Tim Allen. I remember when I saw that. I saw that at the movie theater as well, and it used to be a movie theater. It's no longer a movie theater. It was the Lions Theater. And I remember because I was like 10, I want to say. And I remember coming out of that movie and driving home, looking out the window, thinking, is there a Santa Claus? Like, could there actually be one and we just, don't know it anymore? Like, it really gave me some questions. I hadn't believed in Santa since I was like 3, because my sister's 2 years older than me, and she figured out the handwriting, that like the handwriting was the same. And so yeah, I was really little when I found out that there was no Santa. And so it was an unusual feeling, but I do remember that, like thinking, like, could there be a Santa and we just don't know it, because we've lost that magic. And if you've seen the Santa Claus movie, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen the Santa Claus or the Grinch, go see them. You will thank me, because they are so fun, so lighthearted. You will laugh until you cry. Like, and the Santa Claus has it has some heart behind it. Like, it's, there's some substance in the Santa Claus movie too, which is nice. It's not just like silly and everything. It has some good stuff in it. So that's a good one. And I love Tim Allen. Grew up watching Home Improvement, so that's a good one. Okay, next question. By the way, there are like, I don't even know how many questions here, so I'm gonna have to talk to Mallory, but we'll probably do 2 different segments of question answering tag questions, because honestly, there's no way, with the way I talk, that I will get through, like, I think there's 40 questions here. No freaking way. We'd be here for like 6 hours probably. Okay, but the next question is, what's your favorite Christmas color? That's a weird one, because, I would think Christmas colors to me, obviously green and red, and maybe like gold and silver. Like, those probably would only be the ones that I would consider like Christmas colors. But, yeah, so mine would have to be, that's a hard one. I don't know. I like green. I really do. Green is one of my favorite colors to decorate like the house with and stuff. So, but I also like red. So I don't know. That's a hard one. I think I'll say green though. I'll say green. Okay, number 3. Do you like to stay in your PJs or dress up on Christmas? Well, we do a little bit of both, because in the morning we open presents like with the family, with, me and my husband and the kids. And then after that we go to like my mom's or my grandma's, or they come to our place and we do like Christmas dinner together, and then we do then we open presents. And so the first half of the day, like when we're opening presents with the kids, like I stay in our pajamas. It's comfy that way. And then when we go somewhere, we have people over, then we dress nicely, but it's not like I'm dressing in like formal wear or anything. But yeah, so that's that one. But if I had my choice, like if we didn't go anywhere, if like, let's say family wasn't close enough or something like that, we would totally be in our pajamas all day. Like, no doubt about it. Because I'm a pajama girl, like totally pajama girl. So when I was a kid, one of the things I actually hated that my mom did, I love her to death, but I hated that she did this. We would, when we woke up in the morning, we were allowed to open our Christmas stockings, and then we were allowed to open one present. And after we opened that one present, we had to go and have breakfast. And then after we had breakfast, we had to get ready for the day. So we had to be completely ready, with our clothes, hair, makeup when I was older, all of that stuff before we were allowed to come back and open presents. And I hated that because, what kid wants to wait that long? And we were always waiting on my mom, it seemed like, to finish being ready because she took forever to get ready. So, yeah, you didn't ask me all that, but, like I said, we won't be getting through all of them. The next one is, if you could only buy one person a present this year, who would it be? Well, that is kind of an impossible question. I have 2 kids, so how would I decide, who to buy for? Yeah, that's a tough one. I don't know. Who would I buy for? Because, my husband wouldn't really care. It's not like he would be, I don't know. I honestly, that one stumps me. That really does. Because I want to say my kids. And so, you know what? I'm going to go against the rules. And I know it says one person, but I'm going to say my kids. Because, yeah, I'll say this. I'll buy one present for both of them. So something that they both want and that they both could share. So I'm still only buying one present. It's just for 2 people. So I'm cheating, but I'm also going by the rules. Okay, next question. Do you open your presents on Christmas Eve or Christmas morning? We have always opened our presents on Christmas morning, but on Christmas Eve, we open one present, and it is we do pajamas. That way you have new cute Christmas pajamas to wear, and then we go out usually and look at Christmas lights in our pajamas. We'll drive around the neighborhood and look at lights. But yeah, so we open them in the morning. Have you ever built gingerbread houses? Yes, many, many times. When the kids were little, we did them regularly. I don't remember doing them as a kid really that much, except for at school. I remember doing them at school, but other than that, no. But this year, I would like to do that with the kids because I think they'd have a lot of fun with it now that they're a little older. And I'm going to do a ton of Christmas goodie videos and stuff. So that might be a good idea to do a video with, making gingerbread houses. Okay, next question. Oh man, don't you hate when you get one that's upside down and then you don't know it until you put it down? Yeah. Okay, the next question is, what do you like to do on your Christmas break? Well, I don't really have a Christmas break. I'm not in school anymore, and I don't work out of the home. And so I don't really have a break, so I don't know. Well, when I was a kid, I'll say this, when I was a kid and a teenager especially, on Christmas break, I remember one of the best memories I have is watching Christmas movies with my mom while she either we would wrap presents or we would do a puzzle and watch Christmas movies together. And that's something I remember because we were always allowed to stay up later because during the school year, like my mom, even as a teenager, was really strict on going to bed by like 9 or 9:30. And so I just remember being allowed to stay up later and watching Christmas, like Hallmark Christmas movies with my mom. Okay. Any Christmas wishes? Christmas wishes. Well, I don't know. I don't think about that kind of stuff probably. That's tough because there's so many things like, that I could say, but I don't know. I think that one of the things, I mean, this is like only one thing that I could think of, would be a cure for type 1 diabetes, just because it's so, like, it's so in our lives day to day that, and she got diagnosed right around Christmas time. And here's a quick little side note story for you. When my daughter got diagnosed with type 1 diabetes on December 5th. And so we were in the hospital, and she had to stay in the hospital until me and my husband could take a test to prove we knew how to take care of her and to take her home. So we were in the hospital for a couple days, and we got home, and so, we had been dealing with it for a month. My mom is also a type 1 diabetic, so I grew up with it. So it didn't necessarily scare me as much because I knew that she could live like a happy, healthy life. Anyways, but when we were in the hospital, we were on the special unit kids floor or whatever, and we met a couple kids that had cancer, and my daughter played with one of these little girls most of the time when we were there, and she was the sweetest little thing. Her name was Annabelle, and she had cancer, and she had very little hair left. And I remember Maddie asking me about all that, and I explained it to her in a kid appropriate answer. She was 5 at the time when she was diagnosed. So anyways, but that Christmas Eve, when we go out to watch the Christmas lights and everything, and we're driving around and stuff, and we talk and sing songs, and I said, okay guys, let's say one Christmas wish that you would wish this year. And so my husband goes and he says a cure for type 1 diabetes, and then my son goes and he says the same thing, and then I say the same thing, and Maddie's finally ready to answer, and she says, I would wish for a cure for cancer. And I said, really? She said, yeah. And I said, how come? She goes, because Mom, they're a lot sicker than I am, and I can handle this, but they're a lot sicker, so they need to be healed first. And I'm sitting in the front seat, trying not to cry because, well, I cried everything. I was so proud of her. I mean, I could not even express to her that night how proud of her I was for that. And she remembered Annabelle and said something yeah, I would want Annabelle to be cured first because she was so much sicker. And so she just has the sweetest heart. She has a heart for other people so much. And that is something I will never forget. Anytime somebody talks about a Christmas wish, that's what I think about, because it's just the most obvious thing in my head about Christmas. And usually we say such selfish answers when it's things like that. And for her to be only 5 years old and not think of something that she wanted, or even thinking of herself in her health, she was thinking about, other kids and healing them. So anyways, okay, let's go on to the next question. Let me get this last Y in there. Okay. Next question is favorite Christmas smell. Favorite Christmas smell? Well, tough one. I am one of those people, I love the smell of like cinnamon. However, what beats the smell of when you walk in to your grandma's or your mom's or wherever you're going and they're cooking Christmas dinner, whether it be ham or turkey or whatever, and the whole house just smells amazing, like amazingly, you know. That is probably my favorite smell. And that smell not only is like makes you hungry, but it brings back so many memories that it's one of those things that it's not just like because it smells good, it brings back memories. So that would definitely be my favorite Christmas smell. Favorite Christmas meal or treat? Well, they should have those in two separate questions because, I mean, come on. Yeah, no. You have to have both. So my favorite Christmas meal would be ham and potatoes. We usually do like ham and potatoes or ham and scallop potatoes and green beans and like rolls and gravy and all that stuff. Yummy, yummy stuff. That would be my favorite meal. My favorite treat would either have to be my sugar cookies or my gingerbread cookies. Those two. Yeah, my mom, I grew up making the gingerbread cookies with my mom. And she would make them for a craft fair. And so she would make like hundreds of these cookies. And we would bring them to this craft fair and people would buy them. And my mom would write their names on them for them. Because she, you know, my mom is the one that taught me how to like decorate wedding cakes and birthday cakes and all that stuff. So she would write their names on them, and so that just not only is it amazingly yummy, and our gingerbread cookies are not like rock hard like some are, but they also have that memory attached to them. So, okay, which holiday do you celebrate? Christmas, obviously, and we've been talking about that the whole time. Pretty sure if it was Hanukkah, you would know by now because, I mean, we've been talking about it like for a while. So, okay, so the next question is, hold on, let me find it. All right, number 12. What are you doing for the holidays this year? So this year, we, of course, will do our family, just, you know, me and my husband and the kids in the morning. And then after that, I'm guessing, I'm not sure, but I'm guessing we're going to be going to my grandma's house because my mom did Thanksgiving this year. And they usually, like, go back and forth. So, and last year we went to my cousin's, and so I'm guessing we're not going to be going there again, because we usually don't go to the same place, like, you know, more than 2 years in a row. And so, yeah, I'm going to say we're going to be going to my grandma's house because that just seems like, you know, what we would be doing. And then after that, we come home, but then either the Saturday before Christmas or the Saturday after Christmas is when my husband's family celebrates because of like his mom working, like she works, and so it's also easier because we don't have to like juggle like going from my mom's to his mom's, and she has 7 kids, so it's not just us that she would have to try to like juggle around. It would be everybody. So we just do it on a different day, which has worked out so much better ever since we've been doing that. So yeah, so the Saturday either before or after Christmas, we will go and celebrate it with my husband's family. Okay. What's your favorite holiday drink? My favorite holiday drink is got to be either cider or hot chocolate, but I think cider. I think it's cider because it's just like, I don't know. I love hot chocolate. I remember we'd go sledding. My dad would take us sledding, and we'd get home from sledding, and my mom would have cookies that she was baking, so they'd be like fresh from the oven cookies, and she would make hot chocolate for us, and that was like one of like my favorite things. When we went out to play in the snow, we would come back in and get cookies and hot chocolate, and I loved that. But I love cider too, so. Okay. 14 is candy cane or gingerbread men? Gingerbread men. Definitely. I've never been a huge like candy cane lover. I mean, I like them. They're not like gross or anything, but definitely gingerbread. Okay. What's your favorite holiday or Christmas song? That's tough. I don't know. I think I have a cold right now, so I can't really sing, but my favorite, I think, is oh my gosh. Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining, is the night of our dear Savior's birth. That one, Oh Holy Night, is probably my favorite. I also like Silent Night too. So those are probably my two favorites. So sorry you had to hear me sing. Especially right now when I'm sick and I can't sing at all because my voice is like kapooey. Okay, let's move on to a non-singing question. What's the weirdest gift you've ever received? Okay, I'm not gonna count like white elephant gifts because those are all weird. But the funniest gift I think I've received. So when I was a kid and a teenager, on Christmas Eve we would celebrate it with my dad's side of the family, and my aunt, her name was Aunt Lenora. We would go to her house most of the time. Sometimes we'd go to our house or her house. And we'd open presents and everything. And she one year got me, I was 15 years old. 15. And she bought me this bowling set. Like this little kid bowling set. Like the bowling ball was plastic and it was like that big, I want to say, and then there was plastic bowling pins, and then she also got me a Barbie. Yep. And I was 15 and I was trying so hard to like be nice about it and not show like that I was like, are you kidding? So I was like, thank you, and I think everybody was kind of just like and it was the same thing like for my sister pretty much. And my sister was 2 years older than me. But we had younger cousins. And so we did set up the bowling. She had this long hallway leading to her bathroom. And when I say long, it's long. Like, I want to say, I don't know, 30 feet. It was long. Probably not 30 feet. More like 20, but it was a long hallway. And so we set up the bowling pins and played with the little kids. So it got used one time, and then never again did I ever touch it. But so that I'm gonna say is probably the weirdest. I also got, though, I have to say, this wasn't necessarily weird. It was just not something I ever would have expected to come from like my boyfriend. In my junior year, I want to say junior or sophomore year, I dated a guy through high school. We dated for about 6 years, and one year he got me like those the village houses, that you put like the lights in and you can get like a whole town and like stuff all over. Well, he got me 3 village town houses because he knew that I collected them. And although I love them, I still have them. Actually, they're beautiful. It was, to me, it was kind of like a weird gift that a boyfriend would give me, but I don't know. I don't know. It just seemed kind of odd, but I love them, and I do still keep them because I love having the Christmas village up. Okay, next question is, hold on, I lost my place. Yeah. Oh, have you ever made a snowman? Of course, I've made a snowman. We live in Washington, and I grew up in Washington, so there's snow every year, pretty much. Lots of it, a lot of times. And I have to say, one of the times, though, and I don't think I'll be able to get the picture before I upload this, and edit it, but I'll try. When I was young, my dad would come out a lot of times and help us build, like, the snowman or a fort or something. And, one year we were out making one, and it was funny when my dad was outside, everybody kind of like in the neighborhood, like all the kids just started to gravitate to our house. Like when we played sports outside with my dad or anything. And so we were making the snowman, and my dad can't do anything small. Like everything has to be, he kind of reminds me of Tim Allen, except for he doesn't break things usually. But he always wants things to be like bigger and better. And so we were making the snowman, and he decided we had to make a huge snowman, not just a snowman. And so we were making the snowman, and we had kids coming and helping. By the time we put the head on, and my mom was taking pictures, I bet there was 12 to 14 neighbor kids there. And the body, like just the first roll ball of snow was pretty much to my height. To get the head on, my dad had to get this big board that was about, I don't know, a foot wide, and he had to roll the head up this board onto it because it was so tall that he could not get the head onto it. And that was awesome, and we have some really cool pictures from that because it was a huge freaking snowman. Never have we ever built one that big. I mean, we always, like I said, do things bigger and better with my dad, but that was the biggest one that I ever remember making, and it was a lot of fun. I digress, as always. Okay, let's go. Next question is, what is your favorite winter fragrance? Fragrance, not just holiday, but winter. Besides cinnamon, because I think that's like, you use that year round, but the smell outside when it just smells cold and smells like it's gonna rain or gonna snow and it's really cold out, and there's just this certain smell to the air. I'm not sure how to describe it. It's very like nostalgia, and it just brings you back to like different times in your life. I would have to say that because it just brings you back to different times, and it's kind of a fun, weird feeling, but fun at the same time. So yeah. Okay, next question is, what is at the top of your list for Christmas? Or whichever holiday you celebrate. So, like I said, we celebrate Christmas. I'm going to get a drink. Hold on one second. Okay. What is at the top of my list? Well, I don't make a list. I don't expect to get anything. Like, I usually tell people don't worry about it. I would rather give gifts than get them. I love giving things away. And so I don't know. I if I'm going to go big and I'm going to say, like, what's really at the top of my list, I would love to get a new camera for my YouTube videos and for taking pictures of, like, my stuff for my shop and everything. So I'd love to get a new camera. And on the same sense, I'd love to get a second computer. We only have one laptop right now, which is annoying because when my son wants to use it, we only have one. And so it's just kind of hard. And it's old. It's an old computer or an old laptop. I got it like, I don't even know. It's old. So those would have to be my, like, on the top of my list. Okay, so I had to go grab my wedding ring because I was thinking about, what would be on the top of my list, and, like, I was gonna say, last week I would have said a new ring because I talked about this in a different video, so I'm not going to tell the whole story now, but I got my wedding ring stole a few years back, and we've just never replaced it, and so I, have been wanting something to put on my finger, obviously, to show, because we've been married for, it'll be 15 years this March. Anyways, but I got a ring on last Saturday, I think it was. And so when I was thinking about that, I was like, oh my gosh, my ring's not on my finger. And then I was like, oh yeah, I took it off earlier when I was cleaning and I had, like, rubber gloves on. I hate putting gloves on when you have, like, a ring on. And so I took it off and I was like, I better go grab it because I didn't want to lose it. So anyways, okay. Let's get back to the list. Where are we here? What is the most important to you about the holidays? What is most important to you about the holidays? The holidays, the most important thing to me is definitely, like, spending time with family. Remembering what the holidays, like, what Christmas is actually about. It's not about getting the best gift or giving the best gift or the best deal, or it's not about the presents or Santa and, all of that stuff. It's about, Jesus' birth and remembering him and, and not, yeah. So to me, the most important thing is keeping that at the, the top of what Christmas is about, making sure my kids are very, are understanding in that, because that is the most important thing. And then family, spending time with family, doing, all those Christmas fun things that I want my kids to grow up and remember and, kind of pass on doing that with their kids. So definitely, those are, like, the top things that I want to remember about, Christmas and the importance of Christmas, and the not important parts about Christmas. They might be fun and we might do them, but that's not what Christmas is about. So, okay. Now we are on to the next section. And we are at, let's see, where are we at? We're at about 38 minutes. So we'll go on to this next section. Let me get more wax real quick here in my single placer. Okay. This next section is called Merry Christmas Tag. Use one noise to describe how excited you are for Christmas. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Use one noise? What is that? I don't even know. Okay. Never have I ever thought that I would be having to make a noise. And it doesn't even say, like, a song or, like, a sound. Nope, a noise. I really don't know. Okay, I'm gonna do the sound, and it's so ridiculous. It's something that is like a big joke between me and my kids, and we joke like if we ever get lost like in the store or something, we'll just do that, and then we'll be able to find each other. And I actually did that one time when I couldn't find Maddie because she had walked off looking at something. And so this is the noise. There you go. There's my noise to show you how excited I am for Christmas. What is the best present you've ever received? The best present I've ever received. That would have to be probably my, I got a Christmas present from my dad. I don't remember how old I was, but it's a heart, necklace with like, it's a heart and the gold is around it, and then there's diamonds like going around, like little diamonds making the heart. And I got that when I was younger, but the reason that it's my favorite is because my dad never did shopping. Like my mom would do all the shopping, and of course like just put from like love mom and dad. And my dad would usually be finding out what we were getting when we were opening it. And we would say thank you, and then he would be like, oh yeah, and like, he would want to see what we got. So that year, for whatever reason, my dad went shopping by himself and got me this beautiful heart necklace, and he got my mom a new KitchenAid mixer, and she about fainted because he just never did stuff like that. Like Christmas, when we were really little, like Christmas presents were on that was my mom's thing to do and not his. So it was kind of like a crazy moment, but it was really fun. So that would be my best Christmas gift, I want to say. I mean, I've got other ones too that I really like, but yeah, that one's the best. So, okay. What is the worst present you've ever received? I already kind of answered that in the first one. What was the other question that it said? Hold on. I don't even know where it said it, but I know it said, what's the, worst present. So I already said that, which would be the bowling ball set. Okay, next one. As a kid, did a sibling ever receive a present that you wished was for you? I'm sure she did, but I don't remember, very much. I mean, I don't know. I remember one year, though, she got and I think it was for Christmas, she got a keyboard, and she played the piano, so that's why she got it. But it was a really, really nice keyboard, and I really liked it. And I remember being like, I want a keyboard. But I played the cello, so, my interest in playing her keyboard faded. But I did want it, and that's the only thing I can really remember, that I remember thinking that. I'm sure there were other things. I mean, come on, would be impossible to not want what your sibling got, but Okay, next one. Sing a line from your favorite Christmas song. I already did that. I'll sing one from a different song. The one that I also kind of like. Sorry, I hear a sound in my kids' room, and it's probably my dog, so I was trying to figure out what the heck he was doing. Okay, but I have a cold, so my voice is horrible right now, but my other song that I really like is Silent Night, Holy Night. There you go. So, Silent Night it's one of my favorites, next to Oh Holy Night. Okay, next we are going to go to, where is it at? Rename a reindeer. Rename a reindeer? Well, Well, what if I don't know the personality of the reindeer? I don't know. If Lincoln was a reindeer, our dog, we would name him Dopey. So we'll say that. We'll go with Dopey because Lincoln is very dopey sometimes. All right. What is your favorite thing about Christmas? My favorite thing about Christmas is the feeling that you get around Christmas time. I love that feeling. I love decorating the house. That's one of my absolute favorite things, probably, is decorating the house and, just spending that time with the family. I love having, like, the fireplace on the TV because we don't have a real fireplace. So I put it on the TV because then you hear the sounds and everything, and it looks, it's just very, very relaxing. And then, decorating the house with the kids and everything. That's my favorite thing about Christmas. Okay, next is, when do you start getting excited about Christmas? Well, as an adult, it's probably different than when I was a kid, but I start getting excited probably right after Halloween, but I hold back on that excitement because I don't show you any Christmas videos or any anything Christmas related, really, and unless it's like a cover minder or something, that's different. But yeah. So, anyways, okay, hold up. Anyway, so yeah, so I get real excited after Halloween, but I'm gonna say I start getting real excited the weekend of after Thanksgiving. So right now is when I'm really getting like amped up for it and can't wait because tomorrow I'm gonna clean the whole house and then we can bring in all of the Christmas stuff and decorate it and won't have to worry about having like a messy house when we do it. Okay, sorry about that, guys. My phone decided that it was going to poop out on me. Yeah, so it just went kapooey and I looked up and my phone was dark and I'm like, oh, okay, so yeah, my phone's dying. We better fix that. So I had to plug it in really quickly, and so we're plugged in now. We should be good to go for the rest of this video, which won't be too much longer. Okay, let's see where we were. Getting started by Christmas. Do you use an advent calendar? Sometimes we'll do one, but no, not like always. We don't have one that we use every single year or anything, but we do have like a countdown to Christmas calendar. But this year we will be doing some sort of an advent calendar. I have some ideas on like what I want to do for that. That's actually going to be really fun. Watch for that video because if you have kiddos, you'll want to do it. I promise you. It's going to be so fun, especially if you are into diamond painting, which most of you are because that's why you watch me. Because I'm diamond painting and you like to diamond paint and all that good jazz. So yes, we do use one a lot, but it's not like a thing we have to have every year. All right. Recite one line from your favorite Christmas holiday movie. Okay, one of my favorite lines is The Grinch. And they're coming back from going into town and they take the garbage chute thing to get back home. And they land in like this, and when I say they, it's the Grinch and his dog. So they land in this big pile of garbage and he of course wants it because he says to one man's trash is another man's treasure. Oh, my phone just went, sorry, it got caught on my cord. Let me see if I can move this cord a little bit so that way it doesn't do that again. All right. Hold on. Let me see. Okay, there we go. Now we're good. Okay, so he says, one man's trash is another man's treasure. So he picks up one bag and he tells the dog to pick up a bag and he says, we'll come back for the rest. And of course, when I say we, I mean you. And I don't know why, but the way he says it is so funny. And I love it because he outright just says, like, what, because, a lot of times we'll say things like, oh yeah, we'll come back and do that. But you actually mean like, no, I'm going to send you back to do that. But we don't say that right away. But so I just love how he does that. The other thing is, the other line I really like is when he says, holiday hoobie woody. Yeah, but I mean, they're not funny when I say them. You gotta watch the movie. If you haven't seen The Grinch, you guys, with Jim Carrey, you are missing out because it's hilarious. Hilarious. Okay. Let's move on. Moving on up to the west side. Hold on, sorry. Going to where we are. Where are we? Share a funny Christmas memory. A funny Christmas memory. A funny one. I don't know. I'm sure there is some, like, funny thing that happened, but I don't remember. I don't know. Well, I can say this. This is, kind of funny, I guess. It's funny when you look back on it, because I felt really stupid now looking back on it, but in 2008, I was pregnant with my daughter. I was very sick that pregnancy. Like, it was not a good pregnancy for me. My body just doesn't like being pregnant. And so anyways, I got up that morning, and when I was pregnant with her, I drank 1 cup of decaf coffee every day. And so I got up, and my husband was already up with our son, and I went to get my coffee. So I make my coffee, and I went to get my creamer, which was at the time was the peppermint mocha creamer. And I went to get it, and it was gone. And I remember being like, Seth, did you leave the creamer out? Where is it? He's like, oh, I finished it. And I started crying. Yeah, I did. I started crying because I was like, what? I just wanted a cup of coffee with my peppermint mocha. And he was like, oh, you can have mine. It's okay. You can have mine. I'm like, no, I can't. Yours is regular, and I don't drink regular. I drink decaf. And then as I was crying about it, I was laughing because, like, I realized how absolutely ridiculous I was being. And so we were both, like, kind of, like, I was laughing, crying. He was, like, laughing very hesitantly because he didn't want to make me, upset or feel bad. But and looking back, like, how ridiculous is it? Like, I was so upset, though. I wanted it so bad. And it's not like I could just run down to the store to get it. And so, but I did get it later that day at my mom's house for Christmas. I did have it then. So that was okay. But my gosh, how ridiculous can you get? But, when you're pregnant, you're hormonal. And, like, I just wanted my peppermint mocha coffee. And I couldn't have it. Okay. Next question is, all right, talk us through your typical Christmas day. I pretty much already did. I'll do a quick recap, but I pretty much already did. Like, we get up, we open our stockings, and one present, and then we go have breakfast, then we come back and we open the rest of our presents, and then the kids can play with the presents and look at them and do whatever they want to do, and then we will get ready to either go to my mom's or my grandma's. Sometimes they came to us, especially when we lived in a big house before we lived here. And so we did Christmas at our house too. We kind of like switched around. But anyway, so we usually get there like around 1 o'clock, I want to say, like noon or 1 o'clock. And then we hang out there. We eat Christmas dinner. We open presents. We have dessert. Then we head home. And that's, our Christmas day. But it's busy and tiring, but fun. It's like that good tired when you're all done. You know what I mean? Okay. Do you have any Christmas traditions? Yes, we do. Of course. Like most people have Christmas traditions, I would imagine. Let me think of one I could share. Well, we do leave cookies out for Santa, even though my kids obviously know. Spoiler alert, but my kids obviously know about Santa, and they have for quite a while now. But we still put cookies out for Santa because it is fun, and it's just kind of like a tradition that we do. We have a lot of like little traditions. We go and look at Christmas lights at the end of Christmas Eve when it gets dark. Well, not just when it gets dark, but like when it gets close to bedtime. That's when we kind of go out usually. And let's see here. What's another Christmas tradition? We have so many, it seems like, but I just can't think of them right now. So I don't know. Okay. But I already said one, so we'll move on. All right. Real or fake Christmas tree? That's a good question. We have a fake tree. Now, would I love a real tree? Heck yeah. But my sinuses say no. I have chronic sinus disease, and I am allergic to the trees, unfortunately, and they cannot be in the house. Even when I go to somebody else's house that has a real tree, like my nose starts watering, I start getting a headache, and it's just not good. So we have to have a fake tree, which was really hard on my husband when we first got married, because he, had always had a real tree, and he wanted a real tree. And growing up, I had a real tree numerous times until finally we did like allergy testing and realized, and my mom's like, that's why you're always sick at Christmas time. Because I was like sick all the time at Christmas. So, yeah. Okay. Pictures with Santa, yay or nay? Share your favorite. I don't have one right now, but I do have one favorite. And it's the one with my great grandma, my grandma, my sister, and me. And then Maddie. So it's a 5-generation picture. And I really, with Santa, that one was really good. I like that one a lot. But typically, no, we don't do Santa pictures. Once in a while, we'll go see Santa when the kids were little. But no, we don't really do Santa pictures because my kids, like I said, have known about Santa for a long time. Okay. Sorry, I needed a drink. My voice is dying on me. So that is the whole like 2 first sections of the Christmas tag questions. And so we are going to stop there. I hope that you enjoyed this video, And I hope you guys have a good Christmas. And, what? Just a minute. I forgot, and I was like, I'm like looking at this, and I forgot, and all of a sudden I remembered that there's a specialty drill in this painting, and I'm really excited about it. So, see, I get so sidetracked. I'm like a squirrel, like, you know how dogs, they're like, squirrel. Yeah, that's me. Okay, so don't forget, I have my live Saturday night at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I most likely will be uploading this on Saturday, so my live would be tonight, and it's a lot of fun. We just talk and hang out and, you know, jibba jabba. And during my live tonight, I will be announcing my Christmas giveaway that I'm going to be doing. I'm super excited to announce that. I know I already told most of you guys that it's the Santa painting where he's like standing next to the reindeer and the background is blue and beautiful. So it's that one, but I haven't really done any details telling you like how you can enter and everything. So super simple, super easy, but I will be going over that tonight. And so yeah, if you have any other questions though, leave them in the comments and I will make sure to get to them as soon as I can. But as always, don't forget, you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think. So with that, keep on shining and I will see you next time. Bye guys.
Thank you for watching, and if you haven't already and would like to subscribe, don't forget to hit that subscribe button below and the bell icon to be notified when I put up a new video.